I've been told by my bosses that they don't really care if I have a degree.
Hi, my name is Petrina. I'm from RMIT at SIM.
My name is Marcus. I'm from University at Buffalo at SIM.
My name is Brendan. I'm from MDIS under the University of Sunderland.
My name is Yasmin. I'm from PSB under La Trobe University.
I'm Debbie. I'm under MURDOCH University, which is under Kaplan.
I'm Ariel. I'm from University of London at SIM.
Do you think a degree is important? I'm surprised.
As much as a stereotype that it is, like people say degree is important, degree is not important. The fact that you can actually get much better paying jobs with a degree it says a lot, and that's a sad truth. Sad to say. Let's say for example, because I actually wanted to sign on police force last time. If I didn't have my degree and I signed on as a sergeant, right, I'm only getting 2 point something a month. But just because I have one degree, it's a private degree, so I'm quite surprised that Singapore government actually accepted it. Just because I have a degree, if I sign on police direct entry inspector, my pay straight away it jumps to 5k plus, and I think that's the power of a degree. Yeah, but sadly I got rejected.
Wow.
Sorry.
Even if you have a degree, you have the paper, does not mean that you have the skills. You have the qualifications. If you don't have the hard and soft skills, you can't really go far even with a degree. So having a degree is like the safety net for a lot of people in Singapore, but it is not necessary. I think having a diploma or having relevant work experience is a lot more important than spending on a degree.
Actually, I think it's half yes, half no, but I'm more leaning towards no. Because it really does depend on the industry that you're trying to join. I mean, like Brendan said, sometimes when you want to apply for a job, it does matter because your starting pay would vary if you have a degree. And I think it's still true for some industries, but for at least the industries that I'm interested in, I've been told by my bosses that they don't really care if I have a degree. They care more about experience. Yeah, they just want experience, they want open-mindedness and good attitude. Yeah.
What industry is it?
Yeah, what industry?
Not everybody going to the industry, you must be careful.
Well, marketing actually.
Oh yeah, that's true though. Marketing is
what I was
portfolio. Your portfolio is
Yeah.
very important.
You can drop out now.
Wow,
Change route.
nice.
Then why are you still pursuing a degree?
Wow.
Wow. I will shoot myself
My
and say,
mother tell me I need to get a
you
degree.
said yes,
Yeah.
it's not no. Safety net. In Singapore necessary, but I'll say in general, really, degree is not needed.
Actually, I was pushed by my dad lah. To be honest, I really didn't want to because I didn't know what I wanted to study. I didn't want to waste my time and my money also. Yeah, I was pushed by my parents. I think because in their generation, having a degree is very highly regarded.
Yeah.
So they just want that safety net, like she said.
I guess it's also because I don't want to step into the working world.
Yeah, that's true.
From poly, it's I'm 20.
Yeah.
Why do you choose to go to a private uni?
Ooh.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Same, because I couldn't make it into local US.
Play too much in poly.
My O's I actually got 29 points. That's my favorite number though. So that's the that's the only positive
Pros
thing,
and
right? I could only go to nursing. Yeah, and which is something that I didn't want because I'm interested in hospitality, not hospital, right? So I went straight to MDIS, diploma, advanced dip, and then degree subsequently. Yeah, and then I did not go to poly.
Okay, so after I finished poly, right, I wanted to earn money first. So if I had gone to a local U, I wouldn't be able to sort of work a full time and study at the same time. So I worked full time for about 2 years. Then I decided to take my private degree.
Like with Marcus' point of being stupid, it's not really being stupid or playing too much in poly, but I applied for a few local U's and the programs that they had, private unis did not have, but the GPA cutoff point is very high. And I feel it's a more stringent process than if JC kids were to go to uni from my perspective. It was discouraging, but I mean private uni, quite fast, it's a lot faster than local U.
How much are your total school fees?
$30,800.
Say 40k.
About 15.
24k for 1 year.
27k for 16 months.
Mine is close to 37.
Why am I so expensive?
Actually, I thought UB was 70k from what I remember.
Yeah, but I got accepted for a lot of stuff. That's why, yeah.
What is the local?
Yeah, what's the
Yeah.
Local is about 30k
For 4 years,
for
is
4
it?
years.
Time is money, so I will pay for a fast track.
I cannot really relate because for my school, right, it does depend on how well you do. So like you can end up being in the school for 5 years. So it's not a fast track. And that's why my school fees is a little bit more expensive. Actually, most, if they clear by 3 years, it's about 28k. Yeah, I took an extra 1 year. So actually in the first year, I didn't do very well. I think because I wasn't prepared well enough and I didn't know how tough the grading system for my school is. So UOL is 100% exam based. You don't have project work. So you don't have class tests or anything. And even if you did, like your prelims, they don't count for anything. So I didn't do well, I failed, and then I had to retake.
It's like taking O-levels for 3 years straight.
Yeah.
With how like, you know, you're from TP, right?
Yeah.
Then you go to a degree, is the jump like super big.
Wow, yeah, the jump was huge. Because NTP, what I studied was business, right? I did events management. So we did a little bit of like POM. Yeah, and then when I went to university, cons was a lot more difficult. Like marketing as well is very different.
You still remember what you learned from TP, man?
Yeah, wait.
I don't remember anything.
Because you play what?
No.
Why do you choose your specific university that you are in?
I had to think a lot about what I wanted to study, right? Then when I was looking at all the other universities that offered communications, I realized that there were only 2 in SIM. So it's either RMIT or UB. And then whenever I hear like my friends from RMIT always keep on telling me they complain about like the course structure and all, so I just decided to choose UB.
When I came out from TP, I was studying aviation management, so it's a very niche diploma. Then I was like, you know what, I'm going to go UOL. And after like 2 weeks in UOL, then I dropped out.
You in UOL?
Yeah, I went UOL for 2 weeks only. So I didn't really, it was a very big jump like you said, but I didn't continue, so I didn't understand how big of a jump it was. Dropped out, I went to RMIT because RMIT got projects and I needed projects in my life.
Yeah, I think that was a wise choice. After I failed my first year, I did think about jumping, to RMIT, and I thought very, very long and hard. But then my friends say, if you can just bite your teeth and just go through it.
I think mine was for more practical reasons. I wanted it to be the shortest amount of time. I wanted it to be the most affordable. Kaplan came to be one of the most affordable within the shortest period of time.
For me, also same as Zappy, I wanted it to be quick and I was doing a science course. So like SIM don't offer a science course. And PSB was one of the few that offered.
For me, it's because I took my diploma as well in MDIS, right? The reason why I even chose MDIS for the diploma is because the price-wise was quite cheap, affordable, and because, as I mentioned, I like hospitality and tourism, and actually MDIS has this really cool tourism training space. It's like a fake mock-up of a restaurant and a hotel's front desk. We are able to train realistically, and I think that was one of the points that really got me. Because also MDIS has like a proper campus. Like Kaplan, you guys are in the mall, right? PSB, you guys are in the mall, right?
Yeah,
so
I forgot. I never go to school. When COVID hit, I went to university. I went for like 1 sem only.
And MDIS has like a proper campus, although it's like a very old building, but I preferred the campus because FOMO on poly life, that kind of stuff.
The MDIS pay you to say all this?
No, I like MDIS though, I enjoyed myself. So,
Do you regret going to a private uni?
I think the only regret in a way is because I spent like 27k on it, like hard-earned money. Like that's the only regret I would say. The time is okay, the effort is okay, the studying is okay. It's just the money that's like, now I think about it, 27k I could have used it to like do a lot of things. That's the only regret I would say.
For me, I don't regret private uni because I think it doesn't really matter to me. But I do regret because it was a course that I didn't really enjoy. It was a course that I wasn't really passionate about. So I ended up, I have to pay $37 school loan. $37!
Do you think private uni is different from local uni? Yes or no?
I think so. Impressions?
Private uni in a sense in Singapore, because technically, if you go overseas, these are just university. To be honest, I feel that the modules, everything, the learning experience-wise is about the same because what you're going to learn is theories. You learn, like say, because I'm from a management course, management theories are management theories. You can't change what the management theory is. You can only change the way it's taught. To be honest, not much difference.
I think like private is more condensed.
Yes, that's the word. I was missing the word
condensed.
in my brain.
Yeah, it's more condensed. So it's like, I took psychology, right? So I think like what she said about like management theories can't be changed is same as like the parts of your brain can't be changed also, and the functions of the different parts of your brain can't be changed also. So it's just that they condense like whatever they learn in maybe like 3 months to 1 month. Like ours is 1 month of learning of that topic, while like local U is like 3 months of that topic. So maybe they have more time to like absorb what is taught lah.
The difference I'll say is really like luxury of time. That's about it.
For me, I say yes because like I feel that the course structure is a little bit different. I do agree with like the modules that you take will probably be quite similar. But I think for me, especially when I take comms, right, some of my professors, they actually ask the class like what they want to learn. So I feel it was quite interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel it was quite interesting
Nice.
how they perceive it. Yeah, that kind of thing. So like, because he said that there's so many theories out there, right? So he actually lets the class choose what theories they want to learn. So I felt it was quite interesting, yeah. And at the same time, like, I also take some modules that I don't understand why it's related to communications. Like nutrition, come on, you be nutrition.
Nutrition?
So have you learned anything from nutrition?
Yeah,
What?
alcohol is bad.
Nice.
But how does
But I
that
still
relate?
drink it though.
How does that link?
Yeah, I don't know, that's why.
Did you pick it or
No,
it's
a
compulsory?
Yeah, it's a
Prerequisite.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a stigma to private unis?
Yes.
You know.
At the top of my head, it is if you got money, you can enter into any private uni in Singapore.
It's like to pay money
Yes,
for a
yeah.
paper.
correct.
For a
That's
Do you think
paper.
that stigma is true?
No.
To a certain extent, yes.
Come on!
I say yes, yeah. I honestly say yes.
A bit. No, cause a bit. RMIT you just apply, you don't go for interviews, they don't really see anything. They just check your qualifications, make sure it's legit. I'll say it's true to a certain extent only, but that's because of the stigma of a private versus local U in Singapore context. Only in Singapore context. Because when you go overseas, La Trobe, UB are all big name schools in their countries. Only in Singapore context that it is private versus local. That's all.
UB also is the same. They never actually check your. As in, because I was actually very nervous that I couldn't enter any university.
Yeah, same.
And then it was not until my senior actually told me word for word, just apply UB. They will definitely accept you. Then
Wow.
I told my senior my GPA, and then he was like, it's okay, bro.
Sure
You
can,
get
like-
above 2 can already. Then I was like, okay. And then
Wow.
really like next thing I knew, they sent me my acceptance letter.
My friend got rejected from UOL though.
Oh,
Whoa.
really?
What's the
Yeah,
GPA?
her GPA was.
Okay, don't mention any. Don't mention
Can you buy chicken rice or cannot buy chicken rice?
Yeah.
Cannot buy
Oh
chicken rice.
no. Okay.
Wait, can buy kopi? You know about $1.
180.
Yeah,
Kopi is
180 cannot.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
because when I went to apply for UOL, I was also quite concerned that I couldn't get in. But then I think on average they accept like B's to C's. But there is like some sort of a cut off lah. I'm not sure lah, but most of my friends are in private U, so maybe I'm just blinded and like, oh yeah, there's no stigma. But I think older generation, yes. And some people who are in local U's, yeah, maybe they will look down. I don't know.
But I think things got better.
Things got better.
a lot
That's
better.
true.
That's true.
No, but I believe the stigma is just that private unis, the recognition is not as high as
Yeah.
compared to local unis.
Definitely.
Like, I think that's quite actually well-known stigma.
Yeah.
But you know, it's so strange because recently I was applying for an internship, right? And then I saw that some places they put
Oh,
like,
I know. Only
yeah,
local
only
U.
local U.
Yes,
So I was like,
saw.
why is it like that?
Correct.
But then again, I heard that some of my friends who are in private U actually got through like the interview. So yeah, I wonder why they're filtering out.
I've seen a lot of job ads like that, sadly, but bringing back to what I've been saying, it's just that honestly it's really Singapore's context that look there's a local versus private because
Right.
for example you go to US, you go to UK, you go to Australia, the known countries to go overseas for uni. That's just a uni degree, and then they like to term it overseas uni, local uni, private unis, but degree is just to get you through the door. Everything else is on your own skill set already.
Do you think it's easy to get a job in the university that you are in?
Half. Yes and no.
I say it depends. Like I put half. I think for what I meant by when I put half is like if I were to try to maybe apply for a role in the government sector, I don't think they would accept me. Yeah. And also like if I he got hurt bad.
Yeah.
But I think if like let's just say if I were to apply for maybe like a marketing company, I don't really think they would care where I'm from as long as I have a degree, and maybe if like my grades are probably good enough to go into the company, they would probably grant me an interview. So that's why I put half.
You know those questions where they say like you have the same same skill sets as this other person who's from a local university and you're in a private university. Same personality traits. There's only one spot open. Who do you think your boss would pick? That question always like stumps me because everyone's human, right?
Yes.
I think I'll go for the local university kid lah. That's exactly the same, right? Yeah, but I'm not sure. That's why half.
That's the stigma.
The
like,
stigma,
really, correct.
right.
That's the
That's the
stigma.
stigma.
But I feel once after your first job, like I think Yasmin mentioned, it's really all fair game already. It's the same playing field. When you're 30, no one's going to ask you, hey bro, you want uni?
No,
It makes no sense.
The first job is the toughest
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They'll
That's
hit you
right.
with the we need experience.
But
You know that one?
yeah, correct.
But-
5 years of experience for a fresh grad.
But how to get experience if I don't have?
Anyone to start.
Correct. Oh my god. Yeah.
What is your school culture like in your university?
What's that?
I never go school.
We might go online.
Yeah, same. My school online also.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic or is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
For those who joined during the pandemic, it's actually a lot worse because it's very hard to make friends over a chat box. And even when I was in school before the pandemic, it was already very difficult because we don't have classroom setting, we don't have group project
Yeah.
for my school. So
Same.
to be
Same.
like, hey, sorry bro, like I want to ask you a question. You know what he's talking about? It's very awkward.
Very
thing, you know?
paiseh.
Yeah, very paiseh.
The hall is like
Yeah.
3 times as bigger than poly halls as well. So it's
Yeah.
huge. It's hundreds of students.
Do you all need to like choose your own modules and set your own timetable
Yes.
and kind of stuff? Yes, right. For MDIS, it's fixed. So
Oh.
we have a fixed timetable. This module, this class, these are all your classmates for 1 year. That's
Wow.
it. So for MDIS, it's actually very easy to like make friends.
Oh, that's
so,
like very poly.
correct. It's like more like secondary school kind of
Yeah.
Like I do have physical classes like once in a while. It's not until this time that everything now is physical for me at least. So it's I guess you can say it's quite easy to make friends, but it's not like I go there and make friends up, you know.
Mine's like very different from him, I feel. Like, I went to school for 1 sem, which was like 3 months, 3 to 4 months. After that, COVID happened, then I was at home the whole time. Then Kaplan, they don't ask us to on our cameras and our voices. So I don't see anyone during class at all. It's just the slides and then maybe like the small, like,
The teacher at the
teacher's
side, right?
face.
Yeah.
Then some teachers then quite lang, they don't even put the, sorry. The teachers don't put the face there. Like the teachers don't even put the face there.
Same,
So like I'm
same.
just hearing sounds and like looking at the slides. So it's a bit sad and lonely.
It's very tiring.
But then again, it's good because I don't have to show my face and make sure like I'm properly in a conducive environment. Kaplan, like the students come from like all walks of life. So there's people like same age as me. Like I was 21 when I joined. Then there's also like parents. There's army regulars. There's like everyone is there. So then there's a lot of international students also. The oldest classmate I had was like a 40-year-old mom, and she was very nice and everything. So like it's like you really see everyone, but it's just that everyone's very individualistic. So they settle their own things. They go home after work. They come to school. They settle their own things. They go home. Exam done. Like we don't really interact as much, and we don't even talk to the teachers also. So it's very like you do you and I do me. We pass and then like we don't see each other. We don't even talk.
My school is very similar to Kaplan. There are a lot of international people. It's fun because you make friends with literally people of everywhere from the world. Like I have Russian classmates, I have Koreans, Vietnam.
For example.
Yeah, right. So it's like you actually do keep in touch with them even after graduation. You know, social media and stuff. So we are all quite close.
But they're around your age group, right?
No, I have a 40-year dude in my class as well. Yeah.
Wow.
But he's nice.
PSB, I think we have school culture because I was like in a student club. So I actually organize like campus club fairs and events for the school. It's whether you want to join or you don't want to join. Yeah, but it's not compulsory to join. So for most students, they just go to school and go home, that kind.
Do you have any advice to those looking to go into private universities?
I would say that the advice is you go and really consider like what kind of school culture you're looking at, you know, that kind of thing. Like if you're looking for maybe time or if you're looking for maybe the specific mods that they offer, then that's something that you really need to consider.
Like just now Debbie made a point about how she wanted to work and study and then local use don't offer that because it's really like local use is 100%. You must give your 100%. As I am for myself, I chose my 4 modules in 2 days. So I can part-time intern and I can full-time study. So it really depends on what you're looking to do. You need to know how to manage your time. You cannot, because you can burn out very fast. You can burn out very easily also.
One thing to take note of also is that the people that you probably enter private uni with, right, like what you heard is they're not in the same age group. Like you can't guarantee that they're in the same age group. You probably feel that you'll be there alone, you know, that kind of thing. Like you are there just to get a degree. You're not there to like make friends or anything like that.
Another consideration is I think whichever course that you're going into, right, go and find out whether the company that you want to work in or that industry accepts your degree or even if your degree is required, so that you won't waste time. But then if the company doesn't like accept your degree, then you're going to waste time also. So you go and see your career options, whether this course is what you really want to take and decide from there. If not, like you'll be really wasting a lot of time and money and it's stressful lah.
Also do a lot of research, find out more, and I think that's why people watch these videos, right? Because they want to know like more about the unis and like they want to compare. So I think for UOL, if you're somebody who can do well with exams on your own and you're somebody who is very hardworking, I think UOL will be a very good school for you because you don't have to tank projects. You know, some people, they're afraid of that. But if you're somebody who need projects, you are not very disciplined to stay committed to your studies, I think maybe you can consider the other universities. Don't waste 1 year and then like want to change uni like I did. But so think carefully, find out more, and then really just don't be too overconfident also. Because for me, I was very confident that I could just pull through and I could just do it. But in the end, I didn't do as well as I wanted.
Like really think whether you need the degree or not. Like if you don't need, right, don't spend the time and effort
and the money.
like,
a lot of money.
Like I mean, if you like not looking down on like FMB people, but if you are in FMB, you don't really need a degree to like pursue further, or even like art stream. Is it like you don't really need a degree? I don't know. Okay, but like go and see what you really want to do, and if you don't need it, just don't go for it.
Another advice adding on to that is that if you're not sure what you want to study, don't rush to pick a generic module or a generic course just to finish your uni. Take some time, go and work, gain experience, because through that you'll find out like, oh, I could possibly study this, this could be relevant to the industry that I want to join.
I rarely hear people come to UB for like business management and all, so I think maybe if you're more towards an arts kid, can try applying for UB law. But maybe if you're more towards like business oriented or like marketing and you want to fast track, you can try like RMIT.
For Latrobe, I think it's more for the science people, because I don't hear anything from SIM about science. And then we have a lot of exemptions. So for example, out of 24 modules, I only have to take 12 modules. So I completed my degree in a year.
Just study hard, don't like go and buy assignments or like buy people's answers, because they actually track your BPN now for my school. But if we go back to in-hall examinations, it will be at Expo. And then you just do your paper, then.
I think Kaplan is a very easy school to like pass and get your degree. Like the attendance part, no one cares, to be honest. I'm sorry, no one cares. Then there's no group work. Then a lot of the MCQs can be Google. So it's like an easy way to get your degree lah, I feel. But you do learn. It's just whether you want to like put effort into like learning and memorizing and absorbing what the lecturers teach you lah. But other than that, it's an easy 16 months to get a degree.
I think we just need to put a disclaimer out there.
Yes,
whatever we say, right,
do not follow. Correct.
Thanks for checking out this video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. And I hope you all have managed to learn something about private universities in Singapore. Make sure to check out our other videos as well. And we just want to say thank you and bye!